Hello, I'm in Brazil, in the state of Tocantins, in the village of Cauá. Here I have found the ancient game of Akwẽ-Xerente that is only practiced by the indigenous people of the Durante tribe. Akwẽ-Xerente is a race between two groups of men that must cooperate to transport a cumbersome palm log across a 2-kilometer course. The Akwẽ-Xerente race is one of the important rituals that marks the transition from childhood to adulthood for both men and women. Today, we will witness this rare coming-of-age event in its original environment and hear from the elders who stalwartly conserve the traditions of the Durante people. Before the Akwẽ-Xerente race commences, the tribe perform several days of other rituals and competitions as instructed by their elders. First is the ritual of naming the young women who, until this day, had no name and would be called daughter, niece or sister by their family, or simply girl by non-relatives. A Xerente name carries great responsibility, which is why the burden of a name is considered too great for a child to bear. After the adolescent women have completed an induction with the elders in the woods, the tribe gathers and begins to chant a song specific to each new name outside the home of each adolescent woman. Each young woman has chosen a name for herself from a name pool specific to each group within the tribe. To complete the ceremony, the initiates participate in a competition of running with small logs called Akwẽ-Xerente. First, the women run. And then the men run. The Akwẽ-Xerente races are then consummated with another ceremony led by the elders. The names the women have chosen to bear determines which set of men and their respective matching name pairs will be their future husbands. So, at this early age, young women and men are already making important decisions about their futures. The second day of this festival is devoted to the training and preparation of the young men. special location in the woods, they play music and chant ancient songs of their forefathers. Here, they learn about the history and the importance of their role within the tribe. Just as the women did, the young men will also choose names that carry their charge of responsibility within the group. They are taught how they must organise and display their strength for battle. On the last day of the rituals, they will perform a series of these manoeuvres to the public as part of the final naming ceremony. With their training complete, the young men are dubbed in black and red paint. As children, they might have been marked with symbols and strokes that represented local animals, such as anteaters or jaguars, which are typically encountered in the mythological stories of the Xerente. But, in adulthood, these symbols of childhood are now replaced with painting that reveals which social group each member belongs to. Not only do the name groupings determine sets of potential marriage partners, but also specific social roles within the tribe. One group of names belongs solely to those who paint the tribal body, whilst other name groups designate who will be responsible for hunting, farming, carpentry, building, and other such occupations. Finally, the men leave the woods in anticipation of their trial during the Izitru race that will take place the next day. While the initiated men take the rest of the day to prepare for the competition, woodcutters called Daichikura are searching for the all-important logs for the race.
Size wakuke ini no watu preto Akwẽ-Xerente Akwẽ Quand on ensina que tá rawi até uma de que samon vai cozer para rawi até uma famani uma tô atishi te não rawi te canso tomo amon bukamo watu apeiti uma amo watu rimkona imo com denitro aí moi Kanto waksu kukwasi wai kumno pibuma wat kan wat kwape ambu ku kan hona TikTok dat kriu am ten are consis do to am ke paru na dat am ten ai met kriu am tren TikTok da akan si koin pse Akwẽ waksu anorowa krara nane akemha krelekmo ai moi krelekmo no nit kuksito akemha me kapi mo tok to wat kmo bada wat durda ai moi Ala noro ano ni klara me ku kan si to is na kada ku kri kwape.
Kan la si surp se da. Bukan.
Wat si sim no watok to. Wa kuma. Kan me atok to wasi kuma de wasi kuma na ai moi no momo kwa su no sa no momo riri kan to. Kuma uni ni stom ha sai mo. Te kan kuma bad. Rom sa kran re hure. A kuma bad. So akan ha to tok to wasi wai kupse pi bu ma ai moi kwat bremi wat si sim no pi ma. Wani mai kede wani du. Amo wat si ai moi. So akan ne pi ma kan ha boni si ze pom si ga wa top. Aba.
On the final day, the men form two teams. Tamha, the tortoise shell, represented with a triangle symbol, and Steremqua, the cobra snake, represented with a zigzag line. Grass reeds are employed for practical reasons, tightly bound to help protect the wrists against the roughly hewn logs. The two groups congregate to chant one last song and gain the chief's blessing. They are brought together in a circle and move in an anti-clockwise direction, symbolizing the cyclic nature of their universe. Participants now leave the tribe to a location about 3 kilometers outside the village. The logs and the men are also decorated with cotton or parakeet down. Finally, the race begins. In each team, only 2 men are allowed to carry a log at one time. The pair of men must work hard to run fast with 120 kilos on their shoulders. When the pair become exhausted, they will call to their team for the next pair to take over. Exchanging the log between pairs is particularly strenuous and precarious. The Isitro race is so demanding that 30 men per team are required to share the burden and complete the trial. Depending on the population growth of the tribe, it can be some time before enough eligible men are ready to take part. The competition we are witnessing now is the first time the ceremony has been performed in 4 years. Running alongside the newly named men are older men too. As men and women become older, their names change several times, each new name bearing new responsibility and seniority. During the Isitro race, the exchange of the log between team pairs is symbolic of this transition in names, occupation and age, as they pass on from generation to generation. Although these young Xerente men are fully integrated into the modern political social structure of Brazil, they are showing here a determination to hold on to their ancient and valuable tribal culture. In In some tribes, the logs represent dead ancestors that participated in the very first Izitro competition. Finally, the men succeed in returning and upturning their ancestral logs at the centre of the village, displaying their strength and tenacity for all to see. The elders, satisfied with seeing their traditions admirably upheld, welcome the new generation of men into the fold of the tribe with their coming of age.